Welcome everyone to our deep dive today. We're looking at management in schools. We got some really detailed notes you've shared, and our goal here is to kind of unpack what makes management in schools tick. You know, it's something that really impacts everyone, students, parents, teachers.
Absolutely. And it's fascinating because, as the notes point out, it's not just about job titles or who's technically in charge. It's more about these complex, interwoven processes guiding an institution where, well, the focus is human development. That's quite different from a typical business.
Right. So the notes start with the basics, the classic definition, management as guiding and directing resources, people, materials, money towards a goal. And in a school, that goal is fundamentally about effective education, student development. But where it gets interesting and where your notes really go deeper is how different those resources and goals are in education.
Exactly. That's the key. The definition is the same, but the application totally different. The notes bring up the attributes of managers, things like communication, leadership, solving problems.
Yeah.
But in a school, you need this extra layer of empathy, maybe. The conflict resolution takes on a whole new meaning when you're dealing with students, parents, community expectations. It's less command and control, more cultivation.
That makes sense. And another thing the notes really hammer home, something easily mixed up, is the difference between efficiency and effectiveness.
Oh, absolutely crucial. They sound similar, but they're definitely not the same thing, especially here.
Efficiency, the notes say, is doing things right, using the least amount of resources, time, money, effort to get something done, like managing the school budget really tightly or making sure class schedules run smoothly.
Right. Minimizing waste, maximizing output from the resources you have. But then there's effectiveness,
which is doing the right things.
Yeah.
Focusing on the activities that actually help the school achieve its main goal, student learning and development.
Precisely. The notes give a great example. A school could be super efficient at, say, processing standardized tests. Quick turnaround, low cost. But if those tests, or the way they're taught, don't actually improve real understanding or critical thinking, well then, it's not effective, is it? You're efficiently doing something that doesn't achieve the core mission.
So you need both. You can't just be efficient without being effective, or vice versa.
You really need both working together, though sometimes you see this intense focus just on efficiency, maybe driven by budgets or metrics, and it can accidentally undermine real effectiveness in the classroom. It's a tricky balance.
Yeah, I can see that. Now, something else that really stood out from the notes, the idea that management isn't just the principal sitting in their office.
Not at all. That's a common misconception, perhaps.
The notes argue it's this collective thing, spread throughout the school, covering, well, everything. Student achievement, discipline, curriculum choices, teaching styles, hiring staff, supporting them, managing the building, the budget, even the day-to-day stuff like assemblies or lunch duty.
It really is woven into the fabric of the school, which leads to that important question the notes touch on. So who is responsible then, if it's everyone?
Right.
Well, the notes explain it nicely. You have administrators, like the principal, managing the overall strategy, the big picture, setting the direction.
The overarching management.
But then teachers are managing their classrooms. That's a huge management task right there. Managing learning, resources, time, individual student needs, behavior.
That's a really good point. Classroom management is management.
Absolutely. And even support staff are managing their areas. The librarian manages the library resources and space. The office staff manage communication flows, records. The cafeteria staff manage food services. Everyone contributes to the overall management system.
So it's like lots of interconnected levels of management all working together.
Exactly. It's a shared responsibility. The key idea, really, is that everyone in that school community plays a part in the overall management and ultimately the success of the school. It's not just top down.
So thinking about this, what's the main takeaway for you, the listener? It seems to be that management in a school isn't some abstract concept or just for the bosses. It's a practical, shared day-to-day reality. Everyone's contributing to how efficiently and effectively the school runs.
Right. And maybe here's something to think about. We've defined management as guiding resources towards a goal, efficiently and effectively. We've seen everyone in a school does this in some way.
Yeah.
So how might really understanding that seeing the manager in yourself, regardless of your role, change how you approach your own work or interactions? Not just in a school, maybe, but in any team or organization you're part of. It's about recognizing your contribution to that collective effort.
Seeing yourself as an active part of the bigger picture. That's a great thought to end on.